Don't spread the butter on your bread. Put it on the ends and take a big bite. Fresh butter on crunchy toast. It's delicious at breakfast time.
We're in Noyelles-sur-Vilaine near Rennes in Brittany. Jean-Yves Baudier is one of the few remaining producers to continue making butter using traditional methods and organic milk only.
You can't make good butter without good milk. 60% of our milk comes from Normandy breeds and 40% from Holstein.
Once the milk's been collected from the cows, it's delivered to the factory where it's left to mature for 48 hours before it's churned.
The churn is an agitator. It is cylinder-shaped, and as it rotates, it disrupts the milk fat. A physical phase inversion occurs, and the cream separates into buttermilk and butter grains.
The butter then goes through several production stages.
The blocks are then put through this piece of equipment, the butter beater. The textures and flavours it produces are completely different to what one finds in industrially manufactured products.
He then salts all over before kneading the butter for a second time, this time by hand.
None of the butter will be the same shape or size. The butter is always moulded using traditional methods, always by hand, and no individual portion will be the same shape or size. With industrial production, the manufacture time is 6 hours, from the cow to the packet. Here, with our traditional methods, we need 72 hours. And here we are, my slab of butter.
In its 30 years of existence, the Baudier butter has won over such chefs as Guy Savoy and Alain Passard. It's served in numerous luxury hotels across France and also abroad. It's exported to 16 different countries.
This palette will be going to Asia, and we have orders from Singapore, Hong Kong. You'd be surprised at some of the places we supply.
In addition to traditional butter, Jean-Yves Baudier also produces butter flavoured with seaweed, espelette pepper, lemon and also yuzu, a Japanese citrus fruit. We head to Saint-Malo, a seaside resort in Brittany off the Atlantic coast. This restaurant's just opened and uses butter in all sorts of interesting and unusual ways.
Seaweed butter goes very well with fish. You just need to add a little piece. Espelette pepper butter marries well with potatoes. It adds real flavour. And vanilla butter is used in pastry recipes.
The young chef uses vanilla-flavoured butter to make these cakes called financiers.
So now we add the butter. We fill the cake with Gariguette strawberries and mango carpaccio, and then we season with a touch of ginger and yuzu.
Normandy, like Brittany, is also famed for its butter. Known in France as the Grand Ouest Français, this region is responsible for around 70% of artisanal production. In Caen, Jean-Yves Baudier is an ardent defender of cooking with butter.
I would find it very difficult to cook without butter, that's for sure.
Despite some people's opinions on butter, Yvan Vautier uses it in all the sauces he serves up in his 4-star hotel and restaurant.
Cooking with butter does not necessarily make the dish high in fat. It depends how much you use. Obviously, if the dish is swimming in butter, then yes, it will be rich. Chefs from Normandy have been given an unfair reputation. There's a common misconception we prepare nothing but rich food because we use butter instead of olive oil. But butter is making a big comeback in restaurants.
Yvan Vautier only uses Normandy butter from the Isigny-Sainte-Mère cooperative, which carries the EU Protected Geographical Status label.
Look at this butter, the colour is fantastic. It always has this hazelnutty aroma, particularly at this time of year. And this really is characteristic of Isigny butter. I work with this product every day. I handle it every single day.
Today he's preparing cod poached in semi-salted butter, served with green asparagus.
Let's be generous, let's add a bit more. You may think this is a lot of butter for 2 people, but the butter we use to cook the fish, we can reuse it 2, 3, 4 times. Once the butter has taken on the flavour, we can use it again for another fish. And there we are. We have these wonderful aromas.
Butter is always cooked at low temperatures to prevent it from burning or blackening.
You have to cook it slowly. Take your time. That's the secret.